Okay, the numbers are in and they're not pretty. Since March in the UK, we have lost a total of 782,000 jobs. And for the 3 months ending in September, we have had a record number of job redundancies, 314,000 jobs made redundant. Meanwhile, in London, we are expecting a £6 billion loss due to the lockdown of 4 weeks, and footfall over in the West End is down 65%. We are dying from this lockdown, and it was not based in science. Everyone now agrees that the Cambridge University study that predicted 4,000 deaths per day due to COVID in December was flawed. That number has since been revised down to 1,000, if you even believe that. And most of the Tory prime ministers agree we should not have been in this lockdown. If you look at the statistics in London, it doesn't make sense. It's an average of 145 cases per 100,000, much, much lower than the massive numbers we see in Leicester, in Manchester, and Bristol, which are over 400 per 100,000. And according to the Office of National Statistics in Britain, COVID cases dropped 12% week on week. 12%. And in 21 of the 32 boroughs here in London, they've also dropped. And yet, our Prime Minister and our current Mayor of London seem hell-bent on locking this city down and asking you and me, the taxpayer, for billions and billions of pounds next year to try to pay for this massive mess. I ask right now for the Prime Minister to stand up and the Mayor of London to stand up and put their hand on their heart and say, we made a mistake. We did not follow the science. We are using a disproportionate response to this virus. We are crushing our economy, crushing our city, crushing our younger generation, and we apologize, and we're gonna open up right now. If you do that, we will give this a pass. We will give you a reset, and we can all move forward. Instead, they insist on the lockdown based on poor decisions that is ruining our livelihoods, that is ruining our futures, that is ruining our healthcare, our mental health, and the whole fabrication continues day after day after day. Sometimes I wonder if we should all just get our heads checked and try to understand what's going on. But I now understand that the leadership is the thing that's lacking in this country, and it's politics. And the more I understand about this strange game is that this current crop of politicians have their vested interests and their single agenda to get reelected. That's all they want to do. They do not work in the interests of the people. They make policies that aren't based in science. And again, a disproportionate response to the virus. Tomorrow on the show, I've got a Harvard professor who wrote the Great Barrington Declaration, who talks about protecting those that are vulnerable, but getting those that are young and with strong immune systems and able to get out there and work in the city and create the economy that can support us all. I love to consider these new ideas. Most everyone I meet in the streets, from taxi cab drivers to bus drivers to citizens to people I have on my show, from the Theaters Trust to the tourism industry, from the hospitality industry, all say one thing. They say, Brian, we want to get London back to work. We know this is all wrong. We want to get back to work, but our politicians won't let us, and they are literally killing us. Our businesses are dying in front of us. This will take years to recover. We've got to take action now, not in a month, not in 6 months' time. We can't wait for some solution because we are driving the economy into the ground and the future of our younger generation. So leave me your comments below. Tell me what you think. I've got to speak on this because, first of all, I'm so passionate about it. I love this city, and it's painful to watch all of this happen in front of our eyes when the data doesn't even support it. And yet, to save face, a politician cannot tell you they screwed up, cannot reverse their decision, and meanwhile, we suffer. I no longer accept this. I want to take London in a new direction. And as your next mayor on May 7th, we're going to start making changes in this city. Leave me your thoughts below. Share this video with someone who you think it would resonate with and let's take London in a new direction. Let's make this great city world-class once again.